Welcome to TradeTheNBA.com. This is Jonas reports for the 14th of December. What a day for the other day. Okay, so we start all the way down, just over 4,000, shoot up to 4180, and let me move this real quick so you can see. That's one hell of a sell-off. That's not just some real excitement. Some people call that a hammer. Um, Remains to be seen. The reality is that just because the um, CPI numbers are soft, really doesn't indicate that the Fed is going to change anything. And from as extreme as things were, that they've cooled off is not a surprise either. It doesn't change the fact that everything's still elevated and going to remain so. There's not a deflationary pressure going. Significant change DOC with the white MBI skyrocket. However, magenta still above yellow and green still above cyan. Cyan is still below red on the DOC, and your shakeout is positive. So muted, but still positive from an overall standpoint. Um, and this is no surprise. I mean, this broke out to new highs, but really shocking was the degree of sell-off that took place after that. Um, Not what you would consider healthy from a rally standpoint, because it just indicates that a lot of people aren't convinced, and there's plenty of money that was happy to exit as soon as that opportunity came. And that's pretty clear indication that conditions are not ideal when, and they're rarely are they. Yeah, this is the oil chart because my lovely trade station is always giving me grief at times. From a gold standpoint, yeah, skyrocket of gold, because despite that, the recognition is that currency devaluation definitely going to happen, and if oil remains softer, same situation. Don't have euro, but the euro is skyrocketing as well. Um, and for the same reasons. I mean, one, you had central bank involvement on that one, well, at least from the Fed standpoint, supporting them for uh, oil purchases and things like that. And oil, in that 75 range now. It's not great, but should it spike further, I think that would put more pressure on it. But this indication seems to be that they think that the Fed is going to reverse course, but that's a gamble at best. SBF finally got arrested, and that was a bonus to Bitcoin because that somehow solves all the problems. And we're just going to ignore the Binance audit situation and pretend none of that happened. But it's in line with what we expected. We expected to move back towards 50%. Magenta is still leading. There hadn't been really any short activity going on from at all. It was just a matter of looking for points where there was going to be some new buyers pushing things. We started to get the P2 just below the 50%, and now you get another one, P3, as it starts to push up just a little bit. And the ETH, similar situation, but a little bit softer. And it's been generally a little bit weaker, but huge improvement from the shakeout. So from the depths, ended up with the soft one. That's exactly what we expected, and now moving into positive territory. However, positive territory better clear the 50% because if you move back to negative under the 50, we're going back to the zero. Um, we'll see. Clearly, the zero is called for anyway whenever the new sell action takes place, just because of the white MBI lead that took place before. So just a matter of time. And unfortunately, 50K, 5K not up yet. So we'll just have to wait for TradeStation to figure out these quirks that they've got. Recently has been a bit more annoying than usual. As always, though, I will continue to update you with anything relevant on the Skype chat, and I will certainly put up as soon as my 5K charts and my analysis on that so that you'll be able to see it. Trade well, and we'll talk to you later.